A. Raja in the CBI court has, in his desperate defense, named even the Prime Minister in court. This is the latest where receiving Raja has begun his argument opposing corruption charges in the 2G case. He's gone on to say he's not done any wrong. He's also said that the Prime Minister was in the loop on all the decisions that were taken by him when he was the telecom minister. That's the latest coming in. Let's tell you that he's defended himself against corruption charges. In the 2G scam, he said that he has not done anything wrong and was merely following the policies pursued by his predecessors and the NDA government. Now, the DMK MP also pleading before the special CBI judge OP Saini that there was nothing wrong in his decision of not auctioning 2G spectrum and he had implemented only what he had inherited. That's the latest coming in. And also that he's dragged in the Prime Minister into the entire 2G round. Now, senior advocate Sushil Kumar, who has appeared for Raja, has also said that if Raja is being prosecuted for following a certain policy, then all telecom ministers since 1993 were liable to be prosecuted as they too had followed the same policies. And now A. Raja, the former telecom minister, also going on to name the Prime Minister. He's also dragged the Prime Minister into the controversy. He's also added that if policy pursued by him was wrong, then all former telecom ministers since 93 should also be jailed with him. In fact, this has been Raja's counsel's argument while opposing the charges that have been framed against him. Now, he's also gone on to say that as telecom minister, Arun Shourie distributed 26 licenses, Dayanidhi Maran distributed 25 licenses, and A. Raja maintaining that he's distributed just about 122 licenses. He says numbers make no difference. However, Raja adding that it is to be noted that none of them auctioned the spectrum, and his defense being that if he has done nothing wrong, then why was he being questioned? And he's also gone on to say that the Prime Minister was also in the loop of all the decisions that were taken by him while he was the telecom minister in UPA 1. Let's also tell you that while defending his policy, Raja has submitted that it is because of his policy that mobile phone rates have come down. Raja's arguments are still continuing as we speak. The latest being he's named the Prime Minister inside court. Meenakshi is joining us on the phone line for more on that story. Meenakshi, tell us what's happened inside court.
The arguments for the framing of charges is presently on here at the Patiala House Court Complex. And earlier we saw CBI lay out its charges against not just Raja, but all the other co-accused. Interestingly, what has happened today is after a long studied silence, we saw Raja's counsel today for the first time try to attempt to punch holes in the story that the CBI has given the court so far. Essentially, what Raja basically is saying here is the fact that he had absolutely no role to play in the entire plethora of events that have happened so far. He has defended its stand today in the court, saying that the policy which was implemented was a policy which was already in place since 1993, number one. Number two, he says that if at all anybody should be indicted in the case, it should not just be him, but all the former telecom ministers who have been seized of the matter since 1993. Alongside, in the course of the arguments, Raja's counsel has also argued that the finance minister and the Prime Minister were in the loop about the technicalities of the policy for which he is now having to take slack. And so, essentially, they should also be made accountable. Now, this is the primary defense that Raja's counsel is putting forth here before the Patiala House Court. There was an interesting sequence of events here when we saw NCP leader come in to meet Shahid Balwa and Vinod Goenka. Thereafter, Mr. Tripathi, the NCP leader, made a comment to the press saying that he has no hesitation in stating that Vinod Goenka is a personal friend and he came to visit him.